RC Robbin, thank you for joining me. Please like this video. Please subscribe to the channel. This is this game. After this game is over, the Avengers in this 162 game created franchise will be at the exact midway point of the season. So after this game is over, don't go anywhere. I'm going to go pull the game out to the menu options and go over some of the mid-season stats. So looking forward to doing that so we can project to the second half and see maybe how the team is doing, how the offense is doing, how the pitching is doing. Anyway, let's get the show on the road. Let's advance. This is the second game of a two-game set at home against the Cleveland Indians. They won the first game yesterday. And it's time for the Avengers, as you can see, are 52-28. They are tied for first place in the National League West with the Los Angeles Dodgers. So live, we bring to you Major League Baseball as the Cleveland Indians visit the Hollywood Avengers. On the mound for the Avengers, going for win number 13 on the season, the ace of the staff, Thor, Odin's son, also known as Chris Hemsworth in the real world. 12-3, 2.69 earned run average. And leading off for the Cleveland Indians is Edgar Martinez, 271, 9 homers, 34 runs batted in. First pitch of the ball game from the Odin son. At the knees, strike one. Again, 52 wins, 28 losses, good for second place in the NL West. They probably are a half a game behind the Dodgers, who've probably already won today in their matchup. So. And he fouls off the sinking fastball. The count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes to Martinez. Beautiful day for baseball here at Crosley Field, the designated home ballpark for these Avengers for this season. Grounder to second, fielded by Spider-Man, throws to first, and there's one away. So the lineup for the Indians, Edgar Martinez is at third, Al Kaline's in right. First baseman is Eddie Murray. In center field is Ken Griffey Jr. J.D. Martinez is the DH. Garrett Anderson's in left. The DH is, check that, the shortstop is Trevor Story. Salvador Perez is at catching. And batting ninth and playing second base is Colton Wong. So next up, Al Kaline, 266, 15 homers, 47 runs batted in. 1 out, bases empty here in the top of the first. Looked low, but called a strike by the home plate umpire. Count is 0-1. Al Kaline played for the Detroit Tigers in the 1960s. He is a Hall of Famer. Split finger fastball finds the zone. Count again quickly, no balls and 2 strikes on Kaline. And it's off the mound, bounces. Thor throws to first, 2 away. Nice athleticism from the pitcher to get Kaline at first. 2 outs, bases empty. Up steps the first baseman, Eddie Murray, 322, 25 homers, 60 runs batted in. He played for the Baltimore Orioles in real life during the 1980s. Switch hitter, 500 career home runs. And that's a fly ball to left. There is the Winter Soldier. Sebastian Stan makes the catch to retire the side. Half inning of baseball gone by. It's the Indians nothing. The Hollywood Avengers coming to bat. On the mound for the Indians, A.J. Burnett making his 11th start of the season. He's 4-3 with a high ERA, 7.33 earned run average. Leading off for the Avengers, Anthony Mackie, the new Captain America, hitting .309, 11 homers, 45 runs batted in. Switch hitter batting from the left side. And he fouls it back, strike one. Mackie plays Sam Wilson in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. If you haven't seen The Falcon and the Winter Soldier on Disney+, I suggest you do so. It's a good show. Down and in. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. Cleveland Indians are 43-37, but that's good enough for first place in the American League Central this season. Here comes a pitch from Burnett. Outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. I remember A.J. Burnett playing for the New York Yankees in 2009 and helping them win a World Series against the Philadelphia Phillies. And he fouls it off. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes on Mackey. And again, he just gets a piece to stay alive. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that's a 2-hopper to the second baseman, throws to first, and there's 1 away. Starting lineup for the Hollywood Avengers: Anthony Mackie's at short, second baseman is Tom Holland, Robert Downey Jr. is at first. Catcher is Chris Evans, Chadwick Boseman is at third, the DH Mark Ruffalo. In right is Dave Bautista, Sebastian Stan, the Winter Soldiers in left, and batting ninth and playing center field is Don Cheadle. Next up, Tom Holland hitting .370 with 10 homers. He leads the ball club with that batting average. Checks his swing, pitches outside, ball 1. Tommy also has 54 RBIs, and he plays Spider-Man in the MCU. Outside, 2 balls and no strikes on Tom Holland. Welcome to Avengers Baseball. I am RC Robbin. Thank you for joining me. Commander Purplebeard. Wrong game, but I love the sentiment. Welcome, Mr. Rob, to Avengers Baseball. It is a lazy fly ball to short center field. Griffey is there. He makes the catch, and there are 2 away. He had the green light on a 3-0 pitch. Surprising. So this is the bottom of the first here at home in the second game of a 2-game set, quick 2-game set against the Cleveland Indians. Next up is Tony Stark, also known as Robert Downey Jr., hitting .274, 10 homers, 41 runs batted in on the season. Why Adventures Baseball? Knuckle curve is low. Check the swing. Ball 1. Fastball outside. Count as 2 balls and no strikes to Iron Man. Why? I'm a big fan of the Marvel Cinematic Universe and I love baseball. Outside. Count as 3 balls and no strikes. Will he have the green light on 3-0? Chris Evans is on deck. I'm not swinging on principle alone. I'm taking a pitch. High, ball 4, so it's a 2-out walk for Tony Stark. Big fan of baseball. I love to do play-by-play. It's kind of like the game within the game. Next up is the original Captain America, Chris Evans, 305, 9 homers, 37 RBIs. Strange way to play baseball, but I don't understand. Well, I enjoy doing, one of my fantasies is doing play-by-play. Oh, that hits him. So with 2 outs, he gets the 2 outs quickly, but then gives up a walk and a hit batsman. And just like that, we have a runner in scoring position here in the bottom of the first for the Avengers. No intent, obviously. Next up is the late, great Chadwick Boseman hitting .336, 10 homers, 38 runs batted in here in July. I say late and great because we lost Chadwick Boseman to colon cancer in 2020. Sinking fastball finds the outside corner for strike 1. Runners lead off first and second, 2 away. No score here in the bottom of the first. Slow bouncer to the third baseman. His counterpart throws to first in time, and the side is retired. So, no runs, no hits, 2 left on at the end of 1 inning play here at Crosley Field. No score. This is Avengers Baseball. Thank you for joining me, Mr. Rob. Sorry for your confusion. I know you expected to see some gunfighting, but I love baseball. I love MLB The Show. So we go to the top of the second. Up steps the legendary Ken Griffey Jr. hitting .352, 17 homers, 65 runs batted in to lead off. Thor Odinson sets and delivers. Inside corner, strike 1. So like I mentioned at the start of this broadcast, fouls it off. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Thor Odinson, or Chris Hemsworth, leads the ball club with 12 wins. He's 12-3. He's obviously the front runner for the American League. Check that, the National League Cy Young Award. Nice line drive catch by Tony at first, and there's 1 quick out. Defensive alignment for the Avengers in the outfield from left to right. We got Sebastian Stan, Don Cheadle, and Dave Bautista. And in the infield, Chadwick Boseman, Anthony Mackie, Tom Holland, Robert Downey Jr. with Chris Evans behind home plate. The Avengers lead the National League in fielding percentage. Next up, J.D. Martinez, 332, 28 homers, 72 runs batted in. Here comes the pitch from Hemsworth. At the knees, strike one. He leads all vote getters for left fielders in the American League for the All-Star game. We are approaching the All-Star break. And it is a shallow fly ball to center. Easy play for Don Cheadle. War Machine makes the catch for out number 2. So two-away bases empty upsets Garrett Anderson, who had a home run in yesterday's game, hitting .272, 17 homers, 46 runs batted in. Here comes the pitch. Grounder to second. Fields, fires, got him. It's an easy 1-2-3 inning for Hemsworth after an inning and a half. Still no score. This is Avengers baseball. So leading off here in the bottom of the second, Mark Ruffalo, the Incredible Hulk, 341. He leads the ball club in homers and RBIs. Here comes the pitch from Burnett. Swing and a miss out in front of the curveball, strike one. High fastball, 99 on the radar gun. Swing and a miss, count quickly, no balls, and 2 strikes. Burnett showed a little wildness in last inning. Fastball low, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, gets away from the catcher, throws to first, strike him out, throw him out, 1 away here in the bottom of the second. Next up is Drax the Destroyer, or Dave Bautista. He's hitting .320, 10 homers, 40 RBIs on the season. In the Marvel Cinematic Universe, obviously he plays Drax from the Guardians of the Galaxy franchise. Sinking fastball in there, strike one. Fastball outside, 96 on the radar gun. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Chases a high fastball, 1-2. So no score here in the bottom of the second inning. And he swings and misses at the knuckle curve. Struck him out. There's 2 away. That's A.J. Burnett's second strikeout of the ballgame. Here's the replay. Was it a strike? No, it wasn't. Looks like it was outside and he chased it. So 2 down, up steps the Winter Soldier, 261, 3 homers, 8 RBIs. And he's late on the fastball for strike one. Sebastian Stan, the Winter Soldier, or Bucky Barnes, whatever you'd like to call him. Knuckle curve outside, count as 1 ball and 1 strike. Checks the swing, pitches low, 2 balls, 1 strike. Did he check it? Yes, he did. Hitters count, 3 balls, 1 strike. On deck is War Machine Don Cheadle. 2 outs, bases empty. Still no score. Swing and a miss at the 3-1 pitch. Count will go full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And it's inside ball 4. It's a 2-out walk. And the half inning will continue for the Avengers. So next up is the number 9 hitter, the center fielder, Don Cheadle. In the Marvel Cinematic Universe, he plays James Rhodes, or War Machine. Switch hitter batting from the left side. Sinking fastball low, ball 1. Runner leads off first. And he pops it up to the right fielder. Easy play for Al Kaline, and he retires the side. So, 2 innings complete here at Crosley. Still no score. This is Avengers baseball. So we go to the top of the third. Those three guys are not calling the game, but this guy is calling the game, and his name is RC Robbin. Thank you for joining me. Leading off for the Cleveland Indians is Trevor Story, the shortstop. He's hitting .299, just a shade under 300. The pitch from Hemsworth. Fastball inside corner, strike one. And he reaches out and pokes a ball foul down the first base line. A lot of 0-2 counts so far this game for Thor, Odin's son. Here comes the pitch. Just misses off the plate inside. Thought that he had called strike three, but the count is 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. There's one away. Just League Baseball, will you ever do it? I don't know what Just League Baseball is. I'm not really sure. Just League Baseball, will you ever do it? Just Major League Baseball, not doing a created franchise? I mean, I have done it, if that's what you mean. So next up with one away is Salvador Perez, hitting .243, 10 homers, 30 RBIs. But I find this more entertaining. It's got a unique flavor to it. Fastball inside corner, strike one. Justice League Baseball. I don't know. I've never heard of Justice League Baseball. I'll have to Google it after I finish this ball game. I'm open-minded. Open-minded. So the count is 0-1 to the catcher. Salvador Perez is hitting .243 on the season. And he fouls off the splitter. Again, another 0-2 count on these Indians. And he swings and misses, ties him up in knots. There are 2 outs, and that's the second strikeout for Thor, Odin's son. Here's the replay. Terrible angle. I would love to see the replay from over the pitcher's shoulder to see the location of that pitch. In any event, there's 2 away, bases empty. Up steps the number 9 hitter, Colton Wong, hitting .290, 4 homers, 23 runs batted in. In there, strike one. This is MLB The Show 20 for PlayStation 4. 21, the newer version has come out, but I don't have a PlayStation 5 yet, so I'm waiting in order to get a PlayStation 5 to get the new updated version. Plus, I created this franchise. I want to finish it. And that's pop-up short center field racing over a shoulder catch for Spider-Man. Nice defensive play to retire the side. So after 2.5 innings, still no score. This is Avengers baseball. So we go to the bottom of the third. The lineup turns over for the Avengers. Anthony Mackie grounded out in the first. Steps in for his second plate appearance. Here comes the pitch from Burnett. Outside corner, strike one. Mackie brings an 8-game hitting streak into this contest. Down and in. Count 1 ball and 1 strike. Love me some baseball. Knuckle curve finds the top of the zone for strike 2. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now he needs to protect the plate. And he does not do that. Outside corner, strike 3 called. 3rd strikeout from Burnett, and he is dealing. Strikeout leaders for the Cleveland Indians, Johnny Cueto leads the team, but as you can see, Burnett is right behind him. That's entering play, so he probably has the team lead now with 65. Next up is Spider-Man. Flew out in the first. He's 0 for 1. He's got that average up to 369 to lead the ball club. And that will hang up there for the left fielder, and there are 2 away. Hit it right on the nose, but right at Garrett Anderson for the out.
Number 12.
So next up is RDJ. 2 outs, bases empty. Still no score. Checks his swing, fastball is outside. Robert Downey Jr., the man who started it all, fouls off the knuckle curve. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. 2008 Iron Man. If that movie is a flop, if Robert Downey Jr. doesn't kill it as the role of Tony Stark, maybe we have no Marvel Cinematic Universe. So I tip my cap to you, sir. You are the captain. Inside, down and in. Hitters count 3 balls and 1 strike to Tony. 69. Pops it up behind home plate. Count is full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. 69. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 inning for A.J. Burnett. And they're matching zeros. 3 innings complete. No score. 69. I do love me that number. I don't know what it's referring to specifically, but I can only guess. We go to the top of the 4th. It's Edgar Martinez who grounded out in the 1st inning. He is 0 for 1. Line drive into the seats for strike 1. Splitter drops low. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Defense plays straight away for Edgar. Edgar played for the Seattle Mariners in real life in the 1990s. Split finger. No, that was a slider outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Inside, off the plate with the 2-seam fastball. Hitter's count to Martinez. 3 balls, 1 strike. With all those 0-2 counts, surprising to see him go 3-1. Grounder to 3rd. Routine play for Black Panther. Throws to 1st, and there's 1 away. Mr. Sunglasses. I do appreciate your presence in the stream, Mr. Rob. Thank you so much. I have to, when I get off this PS4, I have to check the computer, check my phone, and see if you have a YouTube channel of your own that I can support. Next up is Al Kaline. 0 for 1. 1 out, bases empty. Top of the 4th inning. No score. Fastball is low, ball 1. Slurve outside, 2 balls and no strikes to K-Line. Misses. 3 balls, no strikes. Will K-Line have the green light on 3-0? Let's see. And he does. He swings on 3-0, skies it towards the gap in right center field, but Cheadle is there for the 2nd out. Thank you. Well, you are welcome, Mr. Rob. I will check out your channel. I'm sure you have a lot of interesting stuff as well. So 2 away, and up steps Eddie Murray, the switch hitter. 0 for 5 in this series so far. It's a quick 2-game series against Cleveland as we approach the All-Star break. If you didn't know, this game is the exact midway. Line drive caught by Tom Holland to retire the side. We'll pick up that thought in the next half inning. 1-2-3 inning for Thor Odinson after 3.5. Still no score. This is Avengers baseball. So we go to the bottom of the 4th. Up steps Chris Evans. Hit by a pitch in the 1st. No official at bat. He plays Steve Rogers in the MCU. Outside, ball 1. So this is the exact, once this game is over, it is the exact midway point of this regular season. This is game number 81. He swings late on the fastball, skies it to short left field. Anderson makes the catch, 1 away. 81 games out of 162 that will be played, all of them on YouTube. No skipped innings, no simulated games, all of them on YouTube. Next up is Black Panther, 0 for 1 with a ground out. I'll check the stats, see if we can extrapolate what their seasons will look like. Pitches low, ball 1. And that is high and deep but foul. The count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike on Chadwick Boseman. Inside, check the swing, count is 2-1. So 1 away, base is empty, bottom of the 4th, no score. Hitters count, 3-1. On deck is the Incredible Hulk, Mark Ruffalo. Not the first man to play the Incredible Hulk. Certainly probably not going to be the last. Oh, he swings and misses. Out in front of the changeup. Count goes full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Just gets a piece of the knuckle curve to stay alive. So I hit, I pitch, I field. I do not run the bases. I let the computer run the bases for me. And the difficulty setting... Did he swing? No, he did not. That's ball 4, and they have a base runner with 1 out. Black Panther walks. And the difficulty setting is set to All-Star for both pitching and hitting. And once a game, I like to show that. Options, gameplay. Hitting difficulty is set to All-Star, as you can see. And the pitching difficulty is set to All-Star. Now, that's basically somewhere in the middle. I'm not looking to impress anybody. I'm just looking to have a good time. Pitch is inside, ball one. For those of you that play games on insanity mode, that's just not my bag, baby. Throw to first. He's back. It's not my bag, baby. Not my bag. Oh, no, he's picked off. Oh, picked him off, and there's 2 outs with nobody on base. AJ Burnett is wheeling and dealing. Line drive, headed for Garrett in left. He barely has to move, and they retire the side. So, end of 4. No score. Boring game tonight for Avengers Baseball. I do apologize. But I'm going to get the win. All right. Top of the 5th, Ken Griffey Jr. steps to the plate, 0 for 1. His average is at .350 on the season. Grounder to the first, picked up by Tony Stark, takes it himself to the bag, 1 away. Thumbs up, firecracker, dynamite. So let's say thumbs up. You're giving me a thumbs up because I am dynamite. I love it. I'm absolutely love the praise. Thank you so much. JD Martinez, the designated hitter today, steps up. He's 2 for 5 in yesterday's game. Well, actually, he's 2 for 4 yesterday's game, 0 for 1 today. Fouls it off, late on the fastball, strike 1. Out in front of the slider, 2 quick strikes on Martinez. Martinez plays for the Boston Red Sox in real life. He's a current Major League player, all-star. Fouls it back. Count remains 0-2. Both Hemsworth and Burnett are pitching their asses off. Fouls it off 0-2. Who will crack first is the question. Swinging a miss, he struck him out swinging. And there's 2 away. That's strikeout number 3 for Thor, Odin's son, dropping the hammer. Next up, Garrett Anderson. Grounded out in the 2nd inning. He's 0 for 1. Here comes the pitch. At the knees, strike 1. Garrett Anderson played in the early 2000s. He was not a Hall of Famer, but he was a really good outfielder and hitter. Grounded to third for the California Angels. Throws to first in time, 1-2-3 inning for Thor. And the side is retired. 4.5 complete. Still no score in this boring-ass game here at Crosley Field. So we go to the bottom of the 5th. Dave Bautista, or Drax the Destroyer, steps up against AJ Burnett. Ball 1. Down and in, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Slow bouncer to the third baseman. Fields fires, got him. 1 away. Burnett is just keeping all these hitters off balance with these pitches. I love the energy. Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. I love this game. I love baseball. Up next, Sebastian Stan, the Winter Soldier, who walked in his first at-bat. No official at-bat as of yet. And he swings at the first pitch and skies it to left center field. Anderson is there. He makes the catch. 2 away. 2 quick outs here for Burnett in the 5th.
Now batting, number 10.
So Don Cheadle, James Rhodes is 0 for 1. First man to play James Rhodes in the MCU was Terrence Howard, who's a good actor, but I guess he wasn't quite right for the role. Swing, fouls it off, strike 1. Starting in Iron Man 2 was Don Cheadle, and I think he does it better personally. And he grounds it foul. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Welcome to Avengers Baseball. I am RC Robbin. Thank you for joining me. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Pitches in the dirt. Count as 1 ball and 2 strikes to Don Cheadle. Inside, count evens 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs, bottom of the 5th, no score here at Crosley Field, the designated home park for the Hollywood Avengers. So it started out 0-2. The count has now fallen full to 3-2. On deck is Anthony Mackie. Here comes the payoff pitch. And he skies it to right. There is Al Kaline to make the catch and retire the side. So 5 complete here at Crosley Field. Still no score. This is Avengers Baseball. We go to the top of the 6th inning. Up steps Trevor Story, the shortstop. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout today. On the mound is Chris Hemsworth, the ace of the staff. Swing and a miss. 97 on the radar gun, strike 1. Hemsworth is 12-3 to lead the ball club this season. Swing and a miss at the split finger fastball. Again, another 0-2 count. He is dealing. Fouls it back. Count remains 0-2. So the Avengers are 52-28. This is game number 81 of a 162 game plus regular season. I say plus because I'm hoping to make the playoffs and win the World Series. Swing and a miss. He struck him out swinging. There's 1 away. Strikeout number 4 for Thor Odinson. Bring the lightning. Bring the thunder. I was in there. Just flat out missed it. So 1 away. Bases empty. Up steps Salvador Perez. Struck out in the 3rd. He is 0 for 1. Checks his swing, but it's in there at the knees. Strike 1. I think Salvador Perez is a current Major League player who plays for the Kansas City Royals, I think. Sinking fastball inside, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Of course, there's a lot of player movement since COVID that I'm not aware of, so who knows if he plays for the Royals anymore. He could be on some other team. Fouls off the splitter. Count is 1-2. Pitch count's really good for Hemsworth. He 5 1/3 innings pitched. This is pitch number 48. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Strikeout number 5. Just blew it past him. Show us that replay. Terrible angle. Terrible angle. So next up, Colton Wong. Lined out in the 3rd, he is 0 for 1, hitless. Fastball low, ball 1. In there, strike 1, count as 1 ball and 1 strike. So this is obviously one of those games where it's a pitcher's duel instead of a slugfest. I'm not going to apologize for that. You know, pitcher's duels are fun too. Question is, who will blink first? It won't be Thor Odinson because he just flied out to Bautista in right to retire the side. 6 shutout innings for the Odinson. After 5.5, still no score. All right, we go to the bottom of the 6th. Up steps the new Captain America, Sam Wilson. 0 for 2 today. Comes a pitch from Burnett. Checks his swing with the changeups in there for strike 1. Mackie has 11 homers. That does not lead the ball club. 11 homers is maybe 3rd or 4th. And that's a line drive headed towards the right field corner, and he'll make the turn at first and head to second. He'll stop there with a stand-up double. It's a lead-off double for the Avengers here in the bottom of the 6th. Mackie's 18th double of the season. Let's watch the replay. No chance for Kaline over there in right field. Had it gone further into that corner, it might have been a triple. So next up is Spider-Man, 0 for 2, Tom Holland. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Fouls it back, strike 1. He's got to move that runner over to 3rd base, even if he makes an out. However, Holland has bigger dreams than moving the runner over. He's hitting .368. He has over 50 RBIs. Inside with the breaking ball, count as 1 ball and 1 strike. Tom Holland is hitting .516 with runners in scoring position over the first 3 months of the season. .516. Swing and a miss. Strike two. That's insane if you think about it. Imagine somebody hitting .500 with runners in scoring position. Runner leads off second. Down and in. Count evens, 2 balls and 2 strikes to Holland. Mackey leads off second. Here comes the pitch from Burnett. And he grounds it to second, throws to first. He does get the job done in moving the runner over to third with less than 2 outs. I'm sure he would have liked a little more than that, but he did get the job done. So, runner at third, 1 away for Iron Man. Walked in the first. Officially, he is 0 for 1 today. Here comes the pitch from Burnett. Outside, ball 1. So Tony is hitting .333 with runners in scoring position. So that's about 50 points higher than his regular season average. He's hitting .274. He's hitting .333 with runners in scoring position. And that is a line drive in there for a single. It's going to be an RBI single for Iron Man. He is Iron Man. And the Avengers now take a 1-0 lead here in game 2 of this 2-game set. Here's the replay. Lands in front of K-Line for the single, drives in the run, and it's 1-0 Avengers. Next up, Chris Evans. Hit by a pitch, he's 0 for 1. Hit by a pitch in the 4th. Hard line drive, 1 hop, over to second for 1, back to first. Double play, 4-6-3 double play to retire the side. But they do get a run to break the scoreless tie. At the end of 6 innings of baseball, the MCU now leads 1-0. So we go to the top of the 7th. Edgar Martinez steps in for his 3rd plate appearance. He's 0 for 2. In case you're wondering, Chris Hemsworth, I believe, has 3 shutouts this season. Line drive, foul, strike 1. I'm sure they'll show that. The stat keeper will show us how many shutouts he has before too long. I think he has 3 complete game shutouts this season. Misses low and outside. Count evens, 1 ball and 1 strike. Slider misses again. 2 balls, 1 strike. So Edgar Martinez was one hell of a hitter. He wasn't a Hall of Famer because he played designated hitter most of his career with the Seattle Mariners in the 90s. But he was a .300 hitter, and he could hit the ball anywhere in that ballpark. Soft line drive to center. War Machine makes the catch, 1 away. League leaders in shutouts. Actually, pardon me, complete game shutouts. Chris Hemsworth already has 4 complete game shutouts. This could be number 5. He may need to throw a complete game shutout to get the win, 1-0. Next up with 1 out, here in the top of the 7th is Al Kaline, 0 for 2. In there, strike 1. You can't beat the Odin, son. He'll drop the hammer on you. And he's late on the fastball. Count is quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. K-Line hit over 500 home runs in his major league career. So if there's anyone that can tie this game, it's him. And he pulls the splitter foul. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes. So this is Avengers Baseball. I am RC Robbin. For those of you that are hiding in the background, please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Fouls it back. Count again remains no balls, 2 strikes. The Avengers won the first of these 2 games here at Crosley Field. Quick 2-game series between these 2 ball clubs. Won the first game, and now they're winning the second game 1-0. Racing over towards the left center field gap, Don Cheadle makes the catch for out number 2. ERA leaders in the National League, Chris Hemsworth and Cy Young, currently tied entering play. Now that he's throwing a shutout, I'm assuming he may have the lead in the National League in earned run average. So next up, Eddie Murray, 0 for 2. Switch hitter batting from the left side against the righty. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck. It's 1 away. Will you play the Avengers game? I have played the Avengers game. I have to be honest, I did not like it very much. It was fun for a little while, and then it became a little repetitive and a little bit of a grind. I thought the graphics were good, but was not one of my favorites. Swing and a miss out in front of the breaking ball count again. Another 0-2 count on these Cleveland hitters. Hemsworth is dominant today. Slider low, 1 ball and 2 strikes. And he pops it up down the left field line, curling out of play. Count will remain 1 ball and 2 strikes. Eddie Murray is another 500 home run guy, 3,000 hit guy. Hell of a player. And he pulls it high and deep, but it will curl out of play. Here comes the pitch. Just misses outside. That looked like a strike, ladies and gentlemen. But the count will go 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases empty. The MCU has a 1-0 lead here in the top of the 7th inning. Here comes the pitch from Thor. And he pulls it again. Foul ball. And he raises the eye line, fouls it back. 8 pitches in this at-bat. Here comes pitch number 9. Swing and a miss. He struck him outside, retired. Get up and stretch, ladies and gentlemen. Time for the 7th inning stretch. Here at Crosley Field, it's a 1-0 lead for the Avengers. Thank you for watching. So we go to the bottom of the 7th. Up steps the late, great Chadwick Boseman, who is hitless today. He had a walk in the 4th inning. Again, he's late and great because he lost his battle with colon cancer in real life, unfortunately. Pitches high, ball 1. So may he rest in peace, but may he live forever here in Avengers baseball. Pitches low, 2 balls and no strikes. I'm very interested to see the next Black Panther movie, see how they handle the fact that he's no longer with us. Line drive to center, playable. Griffey makes the catch, 1 away. Next up, the Incredible Hulk, Mark Ruffalo, 0 for 2. He struck out, he lined out. 1-0 MCU here in the bottom of the 7th. And that's a line drive headed towards the right center field gap, and it's going to be in there. It is 1 hop into the 5th seats. It's going to be a ground rule double. Number 18, and now that's the 7th game. 7-game hitting streak. Hulk smash. Nobody could get it. 1 hops over the fence, a ground rule double, so there'll be a runner in scoring position for Dave Bautista. 2 pitchers warming in the Indians bullpen, a lefty and a righty. Dave is 0 for 2 today. Pitches high, ball 1. If you didn't know, Dave was a professional WWE wrestler in his youth before he became an actor. And he pops it up behind home plate for strike 1. Dave's hitting .321 with runners in scoring position. So he's comfortable with that runner at second. Line drive, base hit to center, rounding third and heading home is the Hulk. He doesn't have a lot of speed. The throw to the plate is up the line. It's an RBI single for Drax, the Destroyer, and the MCU now leads 2-0. You can't get anything over his head. He'll catch it. Here's the replay. The Bautista bomb, not exactly, but close enough. So, Terry Francona, the manager of the Cleveland Indians, has seen enough. He makes the call of the bullpen. He wants the right-hander. Burnett pitched 7+, gave up 2 earned runs. He's responsible for the runner at first, Bautista. In relief is Chaz Rowe, making his 47th appearance out of the bullpen. His record is 4-3 with a 4.65 earned run average. Next up, Sebastian Stan, the Winter Soldier, walked in the second. He's 0 for 1. Sebastian's giving a day off to Idris Elba, the left fielder. Fastball outside corner, strike 1. He's got that metal arm. or in the case of the base, oh, big lead at first. Will Bautista be going? Swing and a miss out in front of the slider. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Bucky. And he gets it off the end of the bat, past the diving third baseman, over to second for 1, back to first. Not in time. It's a fielder's choice out at second. So there'll be 2 away and a runner at first. The runner will be Sebastian Stan. Nice play in the hole by Trevor Story. Off-balance throw to get the lead runner at second. So 2 outs. Up next is Don Cheadle, who's hitting .317 on the season, but he's 0 for 2 today. Runner at first, 2 away, bottom of the 7th. 2-0 lead for the MCU. Quick throw to first. He's back. And he skies it to left. Slicing out of play, strike 1. Chaz Rowe out of the bullpen. Trying to keep him held under, keep him at 2. See what happens. 2-seam fastball outside. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. In the Indians on the field bullpen, you got Lou Trevino, the right-hander, and Luis Avillan, the lefty, getting loose. Avillan. That's a line drive right at the glove. Nice. Actually, not right at the glove. I'm actually selling Colton Wong short. He actually leapt to make that catch. That is a Sports Center catch right there. Let's give credit where credit's due. The end of 7 innings of play, they do score another run. It's a 2-0 lead for the MCU. This is Avengers Baseball. And I look forward to it, sir. Thank you so much for staying for as long as you have. I do appreciate your time and energy. So, we go to the top of the 8th. Up steps Ken Griffey Jr., who's 0 for 2. Here comes the pitch from Thor. Fouls it off, strike 1. Swing and a miss, splitter. Again, two quick strikes. That's been the story of the game. Hemsworth getting ahead of hitters, 0-2. Just misses, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Attendance here at Crosley Field, 28,434. That is a sellout, because Crosley Field is a minor league ballpark that can only accommodate about 25 to 30,000. Backhanded, up the middle, long throw, in time, nice play. Cut the check from Anthony Mackie, there's 1 away. So next up is J.D. Martinez, who's 0 for 2. He is hitting .330 on the season with 28 homers, 72 runs batted in. He has been a powerhouse this season. Fastball in there, strike 1. Out in front of the slider, strike 2. Again, 0-2 count on these Cleveland hitters. Only 75 pitches here in the top of the 8th inning. Just misses off the plate inside. Count as 1 ball and 2 strikes. So, if you're not into baseball, why would you be watching? But if you're not into baseball, but you're a fan of the channel, don't forget to check out my other playlists. Strike 3 called, outside corner. Martinez does not like the call. That's strikeout number 7 for Thor Odinson. And let's see the replay. Come on, show it to us. Oh, they're not going to show us the replay. How about that? Anyway, 2 away. Top of the 8th, Garrett Anderson, 0 for 2, 2 groundouts. As we've said earlier, Chris Hemsworth leads the team with 12 wins. He leads the league with 4 complete game shutouts. He's going for number 5, and he's that much closer. Skied to center. Cheadle is there. He makes the catch, and that's 8 shutout innings for Chris Hemsworth. It's 2-0. Avengers lead. Taking over the pitching duties for the Cleveland Indians is Luis Avillan, 4-3 with a 5.06 earned run average. Leading off here in the bottom of the 8th is Anthony Mackie, 1 for 3 with a double and a run scored. A switch hitter turns around and bats from the right side against the lefty Avillan. Avillan, if that's how it's pronounced. I have no idea. Line drive right at Colton Wong for the first out. One pitch, one away.
Now back, second baseman,
Tom Holland, 0 for 3 today. That's an unusual sight for a man who's been hitting .367. Pitches high, ball one. Came into this game hitting .370. He's 0 for 3 today. High, 2 balls and no strikes. I like Tom Holland as Spider-Man. I think, you know, I also like Andrew Garfield, but I thought the second movie with Andrew was terrible. Line drive, base hit, and he's 1 for 3. You cannot keep him off the hit column this season. So runner at first. That's an 8-game hitting streak for Tom. Here's the replay. Through the left side between short and third. I love that replay. That angle. Next up, Robert Downey Jr., 1 for 2 with an RBI single. Left-handed hitter against the lefty, Luis. Fastball, outside corner, strike one. Is Falcon becoming the new Captain America? Is the coolest costume I've ever seen. I completely agree. I think Sam Wilson's new costume looks outrageous. It's really cool. I enjoyed that TV show. I think it's a good idea. It's a shallow fly ball, and it will... Oh, did he catch it? No, he didn't. It's under his body. The runner had to hold, so it'll be first and second with 1 out. Let's watch the replay. It was a flare. The opposite way to left field. Charging in was Garrett Anderson. It looked like it hit off the heel of the glove, rolled underneath his body. So runners will be at first and second with Chris Evans stepping to the plate. He was hit by a pitch in the 6th. It's 0 for 2. Again, another switch hitter turning around and hit from the right side. And he hits it high and deep, but foul. Strike one. So Evans, 2 runners on, 1 away. Assurance run at second. Here comes the pitch from Avivian. Checks the swing, pitches outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. And he skies it to right. Playable for, oh, it's deep. Deeper than I thought, but still playable for K-line in right for the second out. So the runners will not advance. It's a 2-way. Chadwick steps to the plate. He walked in the 4th. Officially, he is 0 for 2. To get that runner home from second, he's going to need a hit. Here with 2 outs. Let's see what happens. And he skies it to medium center field. Griffey makes the catch to retire the side. So, last licks for the Cleveland Indians. They need 2 runs to tie. We go to the 9th. This is Avengers baseball. So, stepping to the plate is Trevor Story. Struck out twice today. He is 0 for 2. We're not taking Hemsworth out. We're going to keep Hemsworth in for his 5th attempt at his 5th complete game shutout. But we're going to go to the manager's office and the bullpen. And we're going to warm up the closer, Jeremy Renner, just in case. Hawkeye has 20 saves on the season, in case he gets into trouble. But however, we're going for shutout number 5 and win number 13 for Chris Hemsworth. So here comes the first pitch here in the bottom of the 9th. Top of the 9th, check that. Swings at the first pitch, skies it to left. Bucky is there. 1 pitch, 1 away. Here in the top of the 9th.
the catcher, number 13.
Next up, Salvador Perez, 0 for 2, struck out twice. Fouls it off. Can't get around on that fastball. Strike one. In there. Count is again 0-2, which has been the story of this pitching performance from Chris Hemsworth. Slider outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. He's only thrown 82 pitches here in the 9th inning. He has been sharp. High and tight. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Just gets a piece of the slider. Count remains 2-2. So again, this is game number 81. It's the exact halfway point of Major League season. When this game is over, I'm going to the menus to look at some of the stats. That ball looked like strike 3, but called the ball by the home plate umpire. The count will go full. If he walks him, then the tying run will come to the plate here in the top of the 9th inning. Bloop and a blast, as they say. Here comes the pitch from Thor. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and there are 2 away. That's strikeout number 8 for Thor, and the Cleveland Indians are down to their final out of the ball game. Here's the replay. Representing that final out is Colton Wong. Colton is 0 for 2, 1 for 6 in this series. Here comes the pitch. In there, strike 1. And is it a foul ball? It is a foul ball. The count is 0-2, and the Cleveland Indians are down to their final strike of this game and this short 2-game series. Just misses inside off the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So I want to say thank you to Mr. Rob Show and for the comments. I want to say thank you to everyone who, was watched and perhaps swing and a miss. Struck him out. Strikeout number 9. Side retired. Ball game over. Avengers win 2-0. And is it a no-hitter? A perfect game for Thor Odinson? That's right, ladies and gentlemen. You see it here on YouTube. A no-hitter. A perfect game for Thor Odinson. Chris Hemsworth is your player of the game. The Avengers win this 2-game series. They sweep the series. Thor gets his 13th win. He's 13-3. He has 5 shutouts, complete game shutouts, and now a perfect game to his record. No hits, no walks, 9 strikeouts, 9 innings pitched. This is Avengers baseball. Let's go. Let's go. Hollywood Avengers, 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. Cleveland Indians, no runs, no hits, no errors. The winner, Chris Hemsworth, gets his 13th win of the season. A.J. Burnett pitches well in a losing effort. And of course, the player of the game, Chris Hemsworth. 9 innings pitched, no hits, no walks, 9 strikeouts. Perfection. So this has been a extra special presentation of Avengers Baseball. I am RC Robbin. Thank you for joining me. Please like this video because I certainly like it. Please subscribe to the channel. So usually I say goodbye right here, but instead of saying goodbye, I'm going to actually exit the post game, confirm exit, and leave the stream running. Like I said, as this game started, this is the exact midway point of the season. So let's do some projections with the statistics. Okay, we're going to sell this bat for 25 stubs. Chris Hemsworth, as you can see on the upper left-hand corner of the screen, is 13-3. 13 wins times 2, this is the exact midway part of the season, is 26 wins for the season. Okay, let's go back out. As you can see, halfway through the season, the standings are on the left side of the screen. The Dodgers, the LA Dodgers, and the Hollywood Avengers are tied with a 53-28 record, tied for the division lead in the National League West. They're both on a pace to win 106 games. My goodness. Let's move over to the lineups. Easier to do the lineups. So here are the stats. Anthony Mackie. Anthony Mackie's hitting .308. He has 11 homers and 45 RBIs. Projected out, that would be .308, 22 homers, 90 runs batted in. Tom Holland, .369, 20 homers, 108 RBIs. Robert Downey Jr., .279, 20 homers, 84 RBIs. Chris Evans, the first Avenger, .302, 18 homers, 74 RBIs. Chadwick Boseman, Black Panther, .332, 20 homers, 64 RBIs, I think. 66, something like that. The designated hitter, sometimes the catcher, the Incredible Hulk, Mark Ruffalo. 341, 36 homers, almost 140 RBIs. I think if I'm not mistaken, 68 times 2 is 136 RBIs. So as you can see, the three producers so far, Mark Ruffalo, Tom Holland, and Anthony Mackie. Dave Bautista, 321, 20 homers, 82 RBIs. Idris Elba, 266, 10 homers, 64 RBIs. He may lose his starting job. Don Cheadle, 18 homers, 86 RBIs. Okay, so, and you know what we'll do now? We will go to the pitching rotation. Chris Hemsworth, 13-3. He's on a pace to win 26 games. Scarlett Johansson started the season in the bullpen. So that 2-2 record really does not reflect a midway season. She's going to have the entire second half of the season in the starting rotation. We'll see what happens in regards to her win-loss record. Tom Hiddleston, his brother, is on a pace to win 18 games, go 18-6. Chris Pratt on a pace to go 20-2. He's going 10-1 in the first half. And Bradley Cooper, unfortunately not a good season for Bradley Cooper, Rocket Raccoon. He's on pace to win 10 games. He's on a pace to go 10-14. Hopefully he can turn the season around. So, this has been, again, a presentation of Avengers Baseball. You've seen some of the mid-season stats. It is my intention to play 162 games and beyond, all of them on YouTube. No skipped innings, no simulated games. And unfortunately, not many people saw this. I hope that they see it on replay. Chris Hemsworth, in this last game before the halfway mark of the season, pitched a perfect game, a complete game shutout, recorded on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. I will see you again soon. Have a great night.